Good morning, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be walking you through a full what I eat in a day when I'm trying to lose fat, cut down, get lean, show my progress, and really sort of see my results from my bulk. Obviously, as you guys have all probably heard a million times, I did a pretty heavy bulk during winter, so I definitely gained quite a bit of fat during it. Which happens, you know, especially when you do like a heavier bulk. Just a few examples as well, so you guys can sort of see my last year's progress, because I feel like it's a really good way to compare. So this is what I looked like 2 years ago. I was quite skinny. I was going through some personal life stuff, as you guys probably know as well, because I've spoken about it. And I just got really skinny. I wasn't eating properly, I wasn't going to the gym. It was like an unhealthy skinny. And then I ended up doing like a bit of a bulk, and this is what I looked like after I had bulked and then done a cut, and that was my figure after it. And then obviously this here is what I looked like peak bulk, so that was probably a few months ago now, like maybe November, December time. And this is my body now, so just to give you a nice little comparison of the before, the bulk, and then the now. I'm not exactly where I want to be just yet, but I'm getting there. We are getting close. It's debatable whether how much the gym really has to do with fat loss. It is mainly, like, it's going to be 90% at least your food intake and what you're eating. Like, we don't know how effective cardio is in terms of fat loss and how much it actually equates to fat loss, but what we do know is that food and what you intake on a day-to-day basis is like absolutely gonna make a difference. Like 100,000 billion quadrillion % will make a massive difference. That is certain, we know that for sure. It's more for health reasons, not so much for like, oh my god, I need to do 5 hours of Stairmaster today in order to eat this biscuit. Like, it's just a bit, like, that is just a bit intense in my opinion. I actually don't eat first thing in the morning. I usually will wait till around 10/11 to eat. Anywhere between there really. Sometimes if I'm like not really hungry on the day, I'll push it a little bit further, especially when I'm trying to cut, because obviously fewer calories, you're gonna lose fat faster. So I will try and do that, but I don't go overboard with it, because like I mentioned in my previous video, that is like actually such an important watch if you want to learn more about fasting specifically, and intermittent fasting as well, because I explain it super well in there. I'll usually start off with just fasting and then keep my calories really high, and then once I really feel like I need to start lowering my calories to see like even more results, then I will do, and I'll only have low calories for a few months. Like, I won't do this for a very long time. If you do more than, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7 months, your metabolism will drastically slow, and yeah, we want to prevent that. We want to not do that. We want to fast metabolism so that we can eat more. But anyways, to not overly complicate everything in this intro, let's get into breakfast, because I have this breakfast every single day. It hasn't changed for about 8 months now. When I was bulking, I would add a bagel with it, or like I would add some sort of carb, but now it's just eggs. So I'll usually have 3 eggs every single morning, and that is like my go-to everyday breakfast. And I also have coffee, which I will show you, because I've started cutting out milk now. And also, if you're wondering what this is on my finger, it was the worst thing ever. It happened yesterday. I was in the gym. It ruined my workout, which is one thing. But I got my nail, and acrylic nails, girls, if you know, you know. I got my nails stuck between weights, and it literally lifted my whole, I can't, it lifted like the whole, yeah, up. It was bleeding, it was not pleasant. That's why it's in this little concoction. Anyways, let's get cooking. Let's have some breakfast. I'm starving. Let's go. single day, or like pretty much almost every day, is because of the fact that they're so filling, there's so much protein in them. It's a great way to start your day, and there's so many vitamins, so many nutrients in eggs, like it's actually insane. It's such a superfood in my opinion. So eggs every morning, it really does fill me up as well. Like, it actually makes me feel really satisfied. The one biggest mistake you could make is having ultra processed food in the morning. Like, even a bagel is ultra processed. Like, I guess it depends, not all bagels are ultra processed, but the ones that you buy in supermarkets definitely are. But obviously I understand it's also a bit ridiculous to like bake your own bagels. I try to really avoid anything ultra processed, even like chocolate in the morning, because it does spike your insulin, and when you spike your insulin really early on, you are 10 times hungrier throughout the day. So if you've been like wondering why you are constantly starving, look out for your breakfast, because that's typically an amazing sign of like why you might be so hungry throughout the day. For example, if you have like a really sugary cereal and stuff, you bet you're gonna be extremely hungry that day. Like, it just makes you 10 times hungrier to have loads of sugar. Even in my coffee, I try to just use, you know, honey, and never ever use sugar, just because why have the extra insulin spike? Obviously, yes, honey has sugar, but the way that it's absorbed by your body is entirely different to real sugar. Or like, you know, actual purified processed sugar. But yeah, this is my breakfast. It's really nice and simple. I'm actually gonna finish doing this, do some work. I would show you around the house, but there's nowhere for me to sit down, because I'll show you actually. This bit here is meant to be, I've got lights so you can actually see what I'm doing, but this bit here is actually meant to be the dining room. But we don't have a dining table yet, and also we still have to unbox those things, so I have nowhere to sit and eat basically. We really do need to order a table and chairs, because I'm really sick of eating stood up. One thing that I absolutely never ever fail to have every single day, or at least I do my absolute best, is fruit. So honestly, there was like a study done about how, it's like American, but basically there's a study done about how Americans on average get like 80% less fiber than they actually need to. And it does cause a lot of digestion issues, a lot of gut issues. Things don't flow as smoothly, if you get my drift. You just have a lot of issues when you don't have enough fiber in your diet. And obviously there's like a million different ways to get fiber, but fruit is just such an easy option. You know, for example, cherries have been known to be highly antioxidant, so that's amazing. Oranges are vitamin C, which is, as we know, absolutely brilliant for your skin, for your nails, for your life, everything. Pears, I don't actually know, but I know that they have a lot of fiber in them, so I try and have at least 2 a day. I'd say do your best, but obviously if it's not something you can afford to just only eat raw food, and obviously have the time as well to only eat raw, like cooked yourself food, don't be so hard on yourself either. Like, a little goes a long way. Even if you just implement a couple more fruits a day, or you try and cook more of your meals in a healthy way. Anyways, I'm gonna devour these pieces of fruit and maybe a couple of cherries as well. And then we are actually going to make a dessert for later on tonight, but I need to do it now because it needs time to freeze. And it's literally my favorite thing ever. I'm obsessed with this dessert every single summertime. It's basically healthy ice cream with very high protein. So it is time to make my all-time favorite dessert ever, which is, or healthy dessert ever, which is cottage cheese ice cream. Yes, that does sound disgusting. Is it actually disgusting? Not in my opinion. Is it tasty? I think so. I eat this every single day. Like, this is a non-negotiable for me. And if I don't have this, I get sad. I actually get quite sad. I usually make them in batches, so put those down. I'm actually doing quite a lot today. There's 6 of these, and each one is 250 grams. I'm basing the whole thing off of 500 grams of cottage cheese. This one's 250, this one's 250. We've got 500 altogether. So it's easier for you guys at home to like break them up into however many portions you want to do. Typically from 2, I will make 3 to 4 portions. Each one of these has 25 and a bit grams of protein, which is insane. This little thing has 25 grams of protein, even more than that actually. and it's literally like having a protein yogurt. Like it's like having a protein yogurt, which is absolutely mental. You need to get cottage cheese full fat, like it has to be full fat. If you get the one that is 0 fat or low fat, because there's some that say low fat, some that say 0 fat, it will not taste the same. It will be very, very icy. It won't be as creamy. It's just, you can still do that if you want to even go further with, like, you know, having less calories in the day and stuff. It's just one of those things. It's like, it's so tasty when it's the full fat version. It makes it so much creamier. It's meant to be a dessert. It's meant to be enjoyable. Okay, then I will mix it in with some whey protein. Obviously this is ultra processed. Technically there are things in here which aren't good for you. So I'm not claiming to be perfect, guys. Like, I think having the utmost perfect diet ever is extremely freaking difficult and extremely expensive and extremely time consuming as well. But again, like I say, we are humans in an ultra processed human world. Sometimes it's okay, and I think as long as your diet is 90% raw, good, nutritious food, the 10% being a bit of ultra processed food is honestly, it's not gonna kill you. I'm also gonna use honey. I love sweetening everything with honey, as you all know. Again, way better than, you know, any other sweetener, even artificial sweeteners. The only thing I think that is not as bad is maybe stevia. Stevia leaf extract can be okay, but sweeteners I would avoid. It might sound good because of the low calorie, but actually what it does to your body is 10 times worse, because then you actually store more fat in other areas. It's complicated, but it actually, do look it up and have a look into sweeteners because they can be really bad for you. Anyways, and then we have 90% cacao. This is optional. If I'm feeling extra cheeky, extra naughty, I will add some Cadbury's hot chocolate in there for like the chocolate flavoring. It is still tasty as it is, it just won't be as chocolatey. So if you really, really, really love the extra chocolatiness, add a little bit of this. And the final ingredient is Phage total yogurt. No, it doesn't have to be like necessarily this one. I just absolutely love this one. Phage, if you're listening, please sponsor me, I love you. It's one of the rawest you can get. Obviously it's pasteurized, but there's a lot of good stuff in here. Like, there's actual live yogurt cultures, so there's bacteria, which sounds gross, but for your gut, it's fantastic. There's a lot of Greek yogurt. Will say Greek style yogurt. Stay away from those. They usually contain a bunch of other things and it's not actual real Greek yogurt. This is gonna make it a bit icier. This is gonna make it thicker and more luscious and more ice creamy. So anyways, that is enough yappa from me.
So let's ride around town like nobody else around. Really can't lie, lately I've been on the way. So I need a little boat just to fill up the slate. Big ass bag, can fill up some space. What we do next, we can fill in the blanks. Look, lately my life been a whirlwind. I wanna watch the sun set up on my girl's skin. Yeah, she tell me just breathe like it's Pearl Jam. And I got the whole team with me if the world ends, yeah. I don't care about the car, the accessories. I care about who's sitting shawty riding next to me. Gang in the backseat, and we feeling heavenly. So I'm raising hell until the end of me. Sun up on my face, I'ma fill up my drink. Need a couple milli just to fill up my bank. I only need 20 just to fill up this tank. So let's ride around town like nobody else around. Really can't lie, lately I've been on the way. So I need a little boat just to fill up the slate. Big ass bag, can we fill up some space? What we do next, we can fill in the blanks.
We've got Reese's ice creams and mine ice creams. Reese's, mine, that's also Reese's as well. This is like the bigger portion that I was on about. So this is like where I made 3 instead of just, I made 3 instead of 4. So obviously if you make 3, they can fit into the bigger ones. But then if you make 4, they can fit into smaller ones. But yeah, I kind of like alternate between which one I eat. Like sometimes I'm just in the mood for a big, nice portion. Sometimes I grab a little small one if I want like an ice cream during the day. Okay, now you're up close and personal. I've just finished the cottage cheese ice cream. Pop them in the freezer. They'll be ready later on at dinner time. I'm just gonna go off, do some work now. I might go to the gym. I will probably have like another snack or 2. I don't really have like a big lunch. I just don't like having a big lunch. I like having a nice big dinner and then obviously like my nice big protein cottage cheese dessert, and I feel like that compensates for the calories anyways, and I'm not really that hungry throughout the day, so I'm usually like, that's my busy slot, so I just won't really think about food as much. I might head off to the gym for a little bit for a very quick workout, and then we're gonna be back to make dinner, and dinner's gonna be a super nice one. I've been doing this so often lately. The reason that I'm only vlogging or only actually doing a video in there is because the rest of the house is so just not pretty. Like, look at this. It's just it's a mess. There are boxes everywhere. There are things everywhere. We are doing little bit by little bit. Just there's a lot to do, and it's like, even we're chipping away at it every single day, but there's still just a mountain of stuff to do. So it's definitely been a bit overwhelming, but I'm super happy to be doing it because I love this house so freaking much. So I just can't wait for it to be like what I envision it to be. Anyways, I'm actually gonna stay in the same clothes. I'm gonna continue wearing these because I think they're actually a great little gym short. I've only ever worn these to like lounge about in, but I actually think they'd be really great in the gym. They're so comfy. They're from Alphalete. It's like a previous drop, but like, did I sleep on these? I think I slept on them because what? Like, really love these. I'll pop them on the screen. And I think they might still be in stock. And then obviously a Alphalete long sleeve. If you guys want to get anything whatsoever from Alphalete, if you use my code BELA, it'll actually give you an additional 10% off the entire purchase. So don't forget to use the code if you do want to get something and save some extra money. I think I'm just going to actually stay with this outfit and pop to the gym really quickly. I'm only going to do like a really quick upper body and abs session, which I don't ever usually do, as you all know me, but it is cutting season, so I do change my workout plan a little bit. If you want to see like my updated workout plan, I can do a week of workouts if you want, because it will be a bit different to like my bulking one. So I can actually film that, maybe the video after next, because obviously next time is the fasting video. So yeah, if you want to see that, let me know. Okay, so I'm off to the gym now, and as a little pre-workout snack, just because I am a bit hungry, typically I won't be, but I am a bit more hungry today for some reason, so I'm gonna have a banana, and it's also good to get a bit of carbs in before a workout anyways. Clean carb sources are always the best. Dino fruit bars. This one is mango and banana. I think they're meant for kids. But it's fine. It's a great, like, it's such an amazing little pre-workout. The ingredients are so simple. It's dried dates, dried mangoes, and dried bananas, and that is it. Like, that is everything that's in here, and I love that. So I'm gonna have this, go off to the gym, and then get back and start dinner. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Bye-bye.
2 hours later.
Hello, I'm back. It's now a lot later in the day, and it's time for tacos. It's not really a typical taco though. There's no shell. There is the beef and there is other things, and I basically have crunchy lettuce as like the bottom sort of layer, as like the crunch, as like the taco-y crunch. It looks more like chili basically, but it is meant to be a taco because I use taco seasoning. I'm also today gonna make like today's dinner and tomorrow dinner all in one go, because it's so easy to do. I'm just doing today's meat, tomorrow's meat, and then I'm making just like a big batch of it. Tomorrow, all I have to do is just take it out, heat it up, put it all together, boom, ready. Really quick and easy. Usually I put in kidney beans as well, or black beans, whichever. But today we have edamame beans, which I'm gonna use instead of the black beans. I do actually prefer it with kidney beans or red beans. I think it just tastes better, and it gives it more of like a taco-y, chili type vibe. And then I also have soft cheese. I usually, no, this is the lighter one actually, it's the reduced fat one just because the calories are a bit better. And I mix this into the beef to basically just give it like a real creamy, nice taste. I don't mix this in while it's in the pan, otherwise it goes really funny, but once it's on the plate, you'll see what I do with this. I kind of use it as like a base layer. Also have today, I've got brownlee apple chutney and caramelized balsamic onion chutney. which just add a bit of flavour. So if you want it to be a bit less boring, these are a great addition. I got cheese obviously, and I always mix in mustard as well, like into the pan, or I mix it in with the Greek yogurt. I've got some pickles, things for gut health as well. I've got I can never say this properly, sauerkraut, which is basically cabbage that's fermented, so it sounds disgusting actually when you say it out loud. So sauerkraut is really, really good. You can also use kimchi, but I personally don't like too much spicy food, so I just go for sauerkraut. And then obviously you get loads of live bacteria in this as well. So these two for gut health are phenomenal, and they're so easy to add into food. You don't even taste them. They actually like make the food taste nicer, especially the yogurt. So I've also got some veggies to throw in. I've got some peppers, nice and simple, some tomatoes, and that is about it. Let's get started because it's already very late, and yeah, we definitely need to have dinner ASAP because I am hungry. Right, let's go. Hello, it's me. So yeah, I forgot to film the outro to this video, and I felt really rude just like cutting you off with like a last clip with no goodbye. The next video is the 3-day fast video, so I hope you all enjoyed and stay tuned for the next one. Bye-bye!